a couple of years ago, I got like 4 or 5 loads.
Good sniff.
Academics, because we all know that the dust bowl is caused because farmers were being told by people in universities to do this to the land. So what is actually happening at that level? Are they agreeing with people like you, or are they totally against this? What are they pushing?
They typically push the opposite narrative because they need you to buy their seed. They want you to buy their GMO seeds. A lot of these academics are funded by these companies. So they want you to buy their fertilizers, they want you to buy their seeds when you're doing all this. Whereas we want you to be able to save your own seed, grow your own veggies, all this stuff. And so they have an agenda where ours is to basically make it free and accessible and have the highest quality that we can get.
So you say you're going with homeowners associations and communities. Who's paying for this? I mean, you're not for free, are you?
No, but
How do you get, a homeowners association all on board?
so we would basically come up with a way to present it to you, but in a way that would make its money back in the first year. And so after that, it's just pure profit for the neighborhood. And it depends on the neighborhood and how involved they want to be. If that community wants to be more connected and have a weekly farmers market, then they can have these with very low maintenance that can pay for the HOA fees and all kinds of stuff that can reduce costs in the neighborhood.
And save oak trees.
Save oak trees.
Because they're really hurting right now, all of that mistletoe everywhere. I mean, it's just a red flag.
Oh yeah. And then talk about the dust bowl. That's why we have the Roosevelt lead everywhere. That's what President Roosevelt planted to fight back the dust bowl. So we have that all over our property as well. And it's a pioneer species. It'll grow in the worst soil or your best soil. It just pops Roosevelt lead.
So is that a good thing or an invasive thing?
It is invasive, but it's also like a pioneer. It's trying to build back your soil. It's trying to get you going in the right direction.
Can you purchase that?
You can, but I wouldn't recommend it. You can probably find seed everywhere. It grows everywhere. Eventually, it gets in places you don't want it. But it is good for doing that, for being a pioneer that doesn't need water, thrives off neglect or any situation. So yeah, a lot of people don't know. One second. So what I was saying earlier is that about having pollen and mushroom spores and microbes from the trees transpiring, it comes up feeding the small water cycle, creating humidity and water vapor currents. Seeding rainfall through hygroscopic microorganisms. This is known as the biotic pump. Its influence on water movement throughout vegetated landscapes maintain a stable climate with water balance for abundance. And that's really what we're going for, is to keep getting these extreme droughts, these extreme floods, these fires. We're just looking for stability. And with stability brings fertility and abundance. And so when you line up all these things, nature provides in excessive amounts, and especially when you line all these forces to work together. And that's really all we've done, is work with nature. And here's a good example of that. You'll probably see this coming off lakes or around trees. This is green fog. This is what you want to see. This is the evapotranspiration. This is what we need to see.
Is that what makes us moving out these?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not too familiar. Is that the volcano there? Or
No,
something?
Smoky Mountains in like North Carolina, Tennessee.
Yeah.
It actually looks like it looks like that.
Yeah. And they'll ionize, they'll charge it up and make it rain right there. They'll create their own rain. crucial for the pollinators and the environment and crop production. And so here's an example, here's a visual of the So as I was saying, half of our water supply comes from being in the water and evaporating up. The other half comes from the oceans. They actually come from the oceans, and they go all the way inland to the forest because they're sucking them in. They're actually creating wind currents. They're pulling in the moisture. And as we deforest, we are pulling in less moisture across the country. And so it's affecting everybody. It's not just our aquifers. A lot of aquifers all across the country are really suffering. And it's because of people keep extracting instead of contributing to society. So this is just a really good visual of how the water system, the water cycle functions.